Welcome. And the bells are tolling.
Thank you all for coming out tonight. Our students have worked so hard on this production. It's really a big undertaking and they have really risen to the challenge. We're so proud of each and every one of them.
And it is Shakespeare. I mean, we made it a little shorter, but the lines are Shakespeare, so that's pretty awesome, and we're really proud of them and all of the hard work they put into it. And before we begin, two things. One, there is an error on the sheet. Lily Stanfield is not mentioned. She is in the play, and she's playing the role of Portia. Okay, and a few other side characters are correct. Okay. And before we begin, Deacon Ron, would you please lead us in prayer?
Certainly. Please bow your head. Our Heavenly Father, we know that we are created in your image, that we too are created beings. Father, you have wired us to create, to dream and design, to innovate and invent, to discover and lead to new ideas. May we, through our artistic expressions, creatively communicate your heart of love, mercy, and grace to a world that so needs you. Amen.
Amen.
Caesar! Calpurnia!
Peace, ho, Caesar speaks.
Calpurnia,
Here, my lord.
stand you direct me in Antonius's way when he doth run his course. Antonius,
Caesar, my lord.
forget not in your speed, Antonius, to touch Calpurnia. For our elders say the baron, touched in this holy chase, shake off their sterile curse.
I shall remember. When Caesar says do this, it is performed.
Sit on and leave no ceremony out.
Caesar.
Ha, who calls?
Bid every noise be still. Peace yet again.
Speak, Caesar is turning here.
Beware of the eyes of March.
What says thou to me now? Speak once again.
Beware of the eyes of March.
She is a dreamer. Let us leave her. Pass.
Brutus, I do observe an outblade. I would not permit that gentleness to show love I want to have. You bury yourself too stubborn, too strange, and hand over a friend that loves you.
Be not deceived if I have done my love. Poor Brutus, will himself at war, forgets to show some love to other men. Woo! What means this shouting? I do fear the people choose Caesar for their king.
I do fear it, they must say think you not how so.
I will not cast this, yet I love him well. Woo! Another general shout. I do believe these applauds are some new orders that heaped on Caesar.
Why, man, he doth bestride the narrow road like a colossus, and we petty men walk under his huge legs, and move out to find ourselves dishonorable graves. Men at some time are masters of their fates. The fault, dear Brutus, is not in our stars, but in ourselves that we are under them. Brutus and Caesar. What should be in that Caesar? Why should that name be sound more than yours?
The games are done and Caesar's returning.
As they pass by, pluck Casca by the sleeve, and he will, after a sour fashion, tell you what hath proceeded where they know today.
Antonius.
Caesar.
Bring men about me that are fat, sleek-headed men, and such as sleep at night. Young Cassius has a lean and hungry look. He thinks too much. Such men are dangerous.
Fear not, Caesar. He's not dangerous. He's a noble Roman. I'm a Roman.
When you were fatter.
Casca, tell us what happened today that Caesar looks so sad. Why, there is a crown offered him. He put it by, but to my thinking, you would fain have had it. Who offered him the crown? Mark Antony. What was the second noise for? Why, for that too, but to my thinking, he was very loath to lay his fingers off it, as he refused it in the ravelry, who had such a deal of stinking breath, for he swooned and fell down in it. 'Tis very like he hath to fall in sickness.
No, Caesar, hath not but you and his Casca. We have upon sickness.
I know not what you mean by that. Farewell, both. Tomorrow, if you please to speak with me, come home to me and I'll wait for you.
I will do so. Till then, think of the world. Brutus, art thou noble, yet I say that honorable men may be wrought, for who so firm cannot be seduced. Who's there?
A Roman.
Casca by your voice.
Cassius, what night is this? Who knew the heavens meant so?
Those that have known the earth so full of faults.
They say the senators tomorrow mean to establish Caesar as king.
I know I will lay this dagger named Cassius from bondage to deliver Cassius.
So will I. Stand close a while, for here comes one in haste.
Tis Cinna, he is a friend. Oh, Cassius, if you could but win the noble Brutus to our party. Good Cinna, take this paper and throw it in his window. 3 parts of his hours already. But the man and tire upon the next encounter goes wrong.
It must be by his death, and for my part, I know no personal cause to spare him. But for the general he would be crowned. How that might change his nature, there's the question. It's the bright day that brings forth the adder, and that craves where he walks and crown him that. And then I greatly put a sting on him. Then at his will he may do danger with. The abuse of greatness would remorse destroy from power. And therefore, think as a master servant said, which cats will grow mischievous and kill him in a shell.
Sir, the tape burned in your closet, sir. Searching the window for flint, I found this paper.
Get into bed again. It is not day, it is not tomorrow, but the eyes of Mark.
I know not, sir.
Look at the calendar and bring me word. The exhalation of whistling air gives so much light that I may read by them. Bruised thou sleepest, awake and see thyself. Stern Rome, etc. Speak, strike, redress.
Sir, March has wasted 15 days.
'Tis good. Go to the gate, so my knocks. Between the acting of a dreadful thing and the first emotion is like a fantastic word in the extreme.
Good, Margaret. Is very trouble you?
Know why these men that come along with you?
Yes, every man of them, and everyone but here honors you, and everyone doth the shadow that painted of yourself, which every noble Roman bears in you. This is Trembonius.
He is welcome hither.
This Decius Brutus.
He is welcome too.
This Casca, and this Cinna.
Give me your hands all over one by one.
Shall no man else be touched but only Caesar? Decius, Lord, I think it not be Mark Antony. So well beloved as Caesar, should outlove Caesar.
Our horse will sink to bloody case, Cassius, to cut off the head and half the limbs. Must be sacrifices with not butchers, and for Mark Antony, think not of him.
Yet I fear him.
Let him not die, for he will live and laugh at this hereafter. He's got the clock.
The clock has stricken 3. 'Tis time to depart. But it's doubtful yet whether Caesar will come or no, for he is superstitious probably. Never fear, I can display him and bring him to the capital. The morning comes upon us, we'll leave you, Brutus, and friends, disperse yourselves and show yourselves true Romans.
Brutus, my lord. Before you rise now, dear my lord, make me acquainted with your house of grief. I am not well in health, that is all. No, my Brutus, you have some sick offense within your mind. But upon my knees I confront you by all your vows of love that you will hold to me. Why are you heavy? What then did I have resort to you? You will not, gentle Portia. I should not need if you were gentle, Brutus. You are my true and honorable wife. I stood to me as some burning drops that visit my sad heart. If this were true, then I should know the secret. Judge me, O gods, wrong. Judge me, O gods. When to beware this noble life, Portia, go a while by life. Thou shalt partake the secrets of my heart. Heaven nor earth have been at peace tonight. First hath Calpurnia cried out, help, ho, they murder Caesar.
Think thou walk forth? Thou shalt not stir out of your house today.
Caesar shall forth. The things that threaten me near look but on my back. When they shall see the face of Caesar, their advantage head.
Caesar, I never stood on ceremonies, yet now they frighten me. And there's one good thing. Besides the things that we have heard and seen from past most horrid scenes we have watched, and I can hear them.
What can be avoided whose end is purposed by the mighty gods? Yet Caesar shall forth. For these predictions are to the world in general as to Caesar.
When beggars die, their honor will
comet seen. The heavens themselves lays forth for the death of princes.
Cowards die many times before their deaths. The valiant never taste of death but once.
Alas, my lord, do not go forth today. Call it my fear that keeps you in the house and not your own. We'll send Mark Antony to the Senate House, and you shall say you are not well. Let me, on my knees, prevail in this.
Mark Antony shall say I am not well, and for thy humor I will stay at home.
Caesar, all hail!
And you will come in very happy time to bear my greetings to the senators, and tell them that I will not come today.
Most mighty Caesar, let me know cause.
The cause is in my will. I will not come. But for your private satisfaction, I will let you know. Calpurnia here, my wife, stays me at home. She dreamt tonight she saw my statue, which like a fountain with 100 spouts did run pure blood, and many lusty Romans came smiling and did bathe their hands in it.
This dream is all misinterpreted. It was a vision very unfortunate. Your statue spouting blood in many pipes, which many Romans have bathed their hands, symbolize that you, great Rome, shall suck your body with blood. This by Calpurnia's dream is signified. And know it now, the Senate have concluded this day to give Caesar a crown. If you send word that you will not come, they may change their mind.
In this way you will have expounded it. How foolish do your fears seem now, Calpurnia. I will go. The eyes of March are come.
Only Caesar, but not God.
Caesar, 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 Caesar.
Are we all ready? What is now amiss that Caesar and the Senate must redress?
Most high, most mighty Caesar, is there no voice more worthy than my own to sound more sweetly in great Caesar's ear, that for the repealing on my banished brother? I kiss thy hand with all flattery, Caesar, desiring me that hopeless sinner might have immediate freedom of repeal.
What, Brutus?
Pardon, Caesar, Caesar, pardon.
I could be well moved if I were as you. If I prayed to move, prayers would move me. For I am as constant as the northern star, of whose true fixed and resting quality, let me a little show it even in this, that there's no foe in the firmament. I was constant to remain to keep sin banished, and constant do remain to keep himself.
Oh, Caesar,
Hence, wilt thou lift up Olympus?
great Caesar, 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 speak, hands for me.
Is you Brute? Then fall Caesar.
Liberty, freedom, tyranny's dead. Liberty, freedom. And Bishop's debt is paid. Sorrow me Caesar's pronounced and brings us time fear and death. Stoop, Roman, stoop, and let's bathe our hands in Caesar's blood. Up to the elbows and mix our swords. Then we walk forth even to the marketplaces, waving our red weapons on our heads. Let's all cry, peace, freedom, and liberty. Stoop then and watch. Brutus shall lead him, we will grace his heels with the most boldest and best hearts of Rome. Stop! Who comes here? Bring Antony's?
If Brutus will have saved it, Antony may safely come to him and be resolved. But Caesar hath deserved to lie in death. Mark Antony shall not love Caesar dead, so well as Brutus living.
Tell him, please, to come into this place, and by my honor depart untouched.
I'll fetch you presently.
I thought we should have a closer friend. I wish we may be out of a mind that fears so much. Welcome, Mark Antony.
Almighty Caesar, dost thou blow so low? Are all thy conquest glories shy of spoil shrunk to this little measure? I am not gentleman. Who else could see blood? If I myself, there's no hour so fit as Caesar's death hour.
Oh, Antony, beg not your death of us.
Your voice shall be as strong as any man's to the disposing of indignities.
Only be patient till we have appeased himself, besides the multitude, besides himself of fear. While I did love Caesar when I struck him, have thus proceeded.
I doubt not your wisdom, and am moreover suited than I may produce a body in the marketplace. As in the pulpit becomes a friend, speak in order as a funeral.
You shall, Mark Antony. Brutus, a word with you.
You know not what you do. Do not consent that Antony speak at his funeral.
I will myself into the pulpit first, and saw reasons of Caesar's death.
I don't know what may fall. I like it not.
Mark Antony, here you take Caesar's body. You shall not anything else be to blame us. Think all the good you can devise of Caesar, and say you do by permission. And you shall speak in the same language. Or till I am going to, after my speech is ended.
Be it so.
Prepare the body then and follow us.
Oh, pardon me, thou bleeding piece of earth, that I am meek and gentle with these butchers. Thou art the ruins of the noblest man that ever lived in the tide of times. Woe to the hand that shed this costly blood. Oh, with thy wounds now do I prophesy, which like to mouths do open their ruby lips to beg the voice and utterance of my tongue. A curse shall light upon the limbs of men. Domestic fury and civil strife shall cover all the parts of Italy. Blood and destruction shall be so used that mother shall but smile when they behold an infant's cord with their hands of war. All pity children custom fell deeds. Caesar's spirit, raging from revenge, with aided by his side, come hot from hell, shall in these confines with a monarch's void Christ have it, and then sit the dogs of war, that this foul deed shall smell of the earth with carrion men groaning for burial.
We will be satisfied. Let us be satisfied. Then follow me, friends, and give me audience, and public vision shall be rid of Caesar's death.
I will hear Brutus speak.
The noble Brutus has ascended. Silence.
Romans, countrymen, and lovers, hear me for my cause, and be silent that you may hear. Believe me for my law, have respect and honor, that you may believe. Censor me in wisdom and awake your senses, that you may be the better judge. If there's any in this assembly, any their friend of Caesar's, to him I say that Brutus's love to Caesar was no less than his. If then that friend and man my Brutus serves against Caesar, this is my answer. Not that I love Caesar less, but I love Rome more. Had you rather Caesar were dead and live off the dead, than Caesar were living and die slaves? As Brutus loved me, I wait for him. As he was fortunate, I rejoice at it. As he was valiant, I honor him. But as he was ambitious, I salute him. There are tears for his love, joy for his fortune, honor for his value, and death for his ambition. Who here is so base that will not be a bondman? If any, speak for I am offended. Who here is so rude that will not be a Roman? If any, speak for I am offended. Who here is so rude that will not love his country? If any, speak for I am offended. I pause for reply.
None, Brutus, none, none.
Then none have I offended. Here comes his body, mourned by Mark Antony. Though he had no death in his hand in his death, shall receive the benefit of his dying. A place in the commonwealth which he shall not. At this I depart, as I slew my best lover for the good of Rome.
Live, Brutus, live, live.
Good countrymen, let me depart alone, and for my sake stay here, Antony. Do grace to Caesar's courts and grace his speech, which Mark Antony, by permission, is allowed to make.
You gentle Romans.
Peace,
Ho, let us hear him. Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend your ears. I come to bury Caesar, not to praise him. The evil that men do lives after them. The good is oft interred with their bones, so let it be with Caesar. The noble Brutus hath told you Caesar was ambitious. If it were so, it was a grievous fault, and grievously hath Caesar answered it. Here, under leave of Brutus and the rest, for Brutus is an honorable man, so they all honorable men. Come I to speak in Caesar's funeral. He was my friend, faithful and just to me. But Brutus says he was ambitious, and Brutus is an honorable man. You all did see that. He hath brought many captives home to Rome, whose ransom did the general coffers go. Did this in Caesar seem ambitious? When that the poor have cried, Caesar hath wept. Ambition should be made of sterner stuff. Yet Brutus says he was ambitious, and Brutus is an honorable man. You all did see that on the Louvre call. I thrice presented him a kingly crown, which he did thrice refuse. Was this ambition? Yet Brutus says he was ambitious, and sure, he is an honorable man. I come to not to disprove what Brutus spoke, but here I am to speak what I do know. You all did love him once, not without cause. What cause we told you then to mourn for him? O judgment, thou art fled to Brutus' feast, and men have lost their reason. Bear with me, my heart is in the coffin there with Caesar, and I must pause till come back to me.
Methinks that there's much reason in this saying. Caesar had great wrong. Poor soul, his eyes are red as weeping with fire. There's not a noble man in Rome than Antony.
Now mark him, he begins again to speak.
If you have cheers, prepare the showdown now. Look at this place when Cassius staggered through. Caesar would rent the envious cascade, and through this the well-beloved Brutus stabbed. Judge, oh, you gods have dearly Caesar loved him. This was the most unkindest cut of all. Here's himself marred as you see with traitors.
Bend your bow, seek, burn, fire, kill, slay. Let not a traitor live.
Stay, countrymen, good friends, sweet friends. Let me not stir you up. I'm no orator as Brutus is, but as you all know me, a plain black man that loved my friend. But were I Brutus and Brutus Antony, they were an Antony would ruffle up your spirits and put a tongue into every wound of Caesar that should move the stones of Rome to rise in a mutiny.
Will mutiny.
Were Anne hath Caesar thus to deserve your love? Alas, you know not. I must tell you then. Here is the will under Caesar's seal. To every Roman citizen he gives, to every several man, 75 drachmas. Moreover, he hath left you all his walks, his private of ours, and we implanted arches. Moreover, he hath left you all his walks. Common pleasures, to walk aboard and recreate yourselves. Here was a Caesar, when comes such another?
Go fetch fire. Pluck down benches.
Up, down, forms, windows, anything.
Now let it work. The mischief that art afoot. Take what course thou wilt.
Sir, Octavius has already come to Rome.
Where is he?
He and Lepidus are at Caesar's house.
And take the life straight to visit him. He comes upon a wish. Fortune is merry, and this moon will give us anything.
I heard him say Brutus and Cassius are in like madmen to the gates of Rome.
Be like they had some notice of the people. How I moved them. Bring me to Octavius. These many men shall die, their names are pricked.
Your brother too must not consent, Lepidus.
I do consent.
Prick him down, Antony.
Upon condition that Publius shall not live. Who is your sister, said Mark Antony. We shall not live. Lepidus, go to you to Caesar's house and fetch your will hither, and we shall determine how to cut off some charges and legacies.
Why shall I find you here? Or here, or at the capital.
This is a slight and merit man meant to be set on errands. Is it fit that threefold was divided? He should stand one of the three to share it.
But he's a tried and valiant soldier.
So is my worse, Octavius. Now listen, Brutus and Cassius are levying powers. Shake my head, therefore let our alliance be combined.
Let us do so, for we have with many enemies that have a smile in their hearts. I fear millions of mercenaries. Stand, ho!
Give the word, ho and stand.
What now, Lucilius? Is Cassius here?
He is at hand.
Practice arrived. March down to meet him. Most noble brother, you've done me wrong. Stand, ho! Stand, ho! Speak toward along.
Stand. Stand.
Most noble brother, you have done me wrong. Judge me, O gods, wrong I mine enemies. If not, how shall I wrong a brother?
Brutus, is so reform your ties wrongs, and when you do them,
Cassius, be content. Speak with grace softly. For I do know you well before the eyes of both armies here, which have received nothing but love from us. Let us not wrangle, bid them move away. And then the large agrees, and I will give you audience.
good ours, bid our commanders, and leave their charges a little off from the stern.
Lucius, do you the like.
Though you wrongly dost appear this, you condemned and noted Lucius Pell for taking bribes to hear the Sardian. Where are my letters trying because I knew the man was saying it all?
You're wrong yourself to write such a case. Let me tell you, Cassius, you yourself are too much condemned to have it at your farm. To sell your and mark your offices to gold undeserved.
I initiated Paul?
Remember Mark's eyes and Marsh, not for Julius bleed for justice' sake? Wish I would have us to struck a foremost man of all this world, containing our fingers of base price and sell this base with large honor, and so it's trash and it's against us.
You forget yourself. I am a soldier. Urge me no more. I shall forget myself. Have mind upon your health. Tempt me no further.
You say you are a better soldier? Let it appear so make your vaunting prove. And for my own part, I shall be glad to learn of noble men.
You wrong me everywhere. You wrong me, Brutus. Did I say better?
If you did, I cannot.
Do not presume too much upon my love. I may do what I should be sorry for.
You have done that you should be sorry for. Did not I send you for substance with gold to pay my allegiance, but you denied me? Was that done like Cassius? Should I answer Caius Cassius so? Or Marcus Brutus grow so covetous to let such rascal cows for his friends? Be ready, God, to follow your thunderbolts, dash them to pieces.
I denied you not, then. I did not. He was but a fool that brought my answer back. Brutus has arrived in my heart. A friend who bears friends infirmities, but Brutus makes mine greater than they are.
I did not tell you practice upon me. You love me not. I do not like your faults.
A friendly eye can never see such faults.
And flatters will not that appear as large as high as Olympus.
Come, Antony and young Octavius, come revenge yourselves alone on Cassius, for Cassius is the warrior of the world, hated by one he loves, brave by his brother. Oh, I can move my spirit from mine eyes, there lies my dagger, and here my broken heart. I that thou beest to wrong will take it forth, I that deny thee gold will give my heart. Strike as thou didst hate him worse, and love as thou than thou ever lovest Cassius.
She's the dagger. When I spoke, I was looking for two.
Do you confess so much? Give me that hand.
And my heart too. Oh, Cassius, I'm sick of many griefs. Horse is dead.
Oh, it's a poor one touching loss upon what sickness?
Impatient of my absence, and the Octavius with Mark Antony, she fell as trapped, and her tendons swelled higher.
Oh, you immortal gods!
And died.
And died so, even so. Oh, you immortal gods!
Speak no more of her. Fetch me a bowl of wine, and this a very all kindness, Cassius.
My heart is thirsty for the noble pledge. Fill Lucius into the wine of her swelling cup. I cannot drink too much of Brutus and love.
Come to Tinius, welcome you, my soul. Now we sit and close the question of our necessities. Now I received letters that Octavius and Mark Antony have come upon us with mighty power, bringing an expedition to Philippi.
Myself have letters to the self-same tenor.
With what addition?
That by prescription of bills of outlawry, Lepidus, Octavius, and Antony have put to death an unpleasant room.
What do you think of marching Philippi, Princess Lane?
I do not think he could. The reason? 'Tis better that the enemy seek us. So shall he waste his means wearing his soldiers, doing himself offense, whilst we lying still in full rest and handsome nobleness.
Your reasons best can force the letter. Our leaders are bent for our cause is right. The enemy increases every day. We are at the tide already to decline. There's a tide in their affairs of men, which taken out the flood leads on the fortune.
Then with your will go on. No longer shall they meet them at Philippi.
And even if not, it's quite the plan of all.
No more. Good night. Early tomorrow we will rise in hence.
Everything is well. Good night, dear brother.
Good night. Good night, Mama.
Good night, no Brutus. Good night, no Brutus.
Very well, everyone. Back to my gowns. Here's the book I saw for you. I put it in the pocket of my gown. I'm sure your Lucius did not give it to me. All's well. Good night, Lucius. Let me see. Is not the leaf turned down where I left reading? Ah, here it is, I think. How ill this taper burns. Ha! Who comes here? Speak to me what thou art.
Thy evil spirit, Brutus.
Why comest thou?
Tell thee thou shalt see me at Philippi.
Well, shall I see thee again?
I at Philippi.
Well, I shall see thee at Philippi. Now I've taken the heart, ill spirit, to hold more talk with thee. to keep by this space, to fasten our thoughts that they have bravery, but 'tis not so.
Prepare you, generals. The enemy comes on an in-gallant shout.
Octavius, lead your men softly upon the left hand and keep the field.
Upon the right hand, I will go on the left.
Why do you cross me with Sexagen?
I do not cross you, but I will do so.
They stand and would have parlay.
Words before blows, is it so, countrymen? Know that we love words better than you.
Good words are better than bad strokes, Octavius.
And your bad strokes, but as you give good words, witness the holy man of Caesar's heart, crying, long live, hail Caesar.
And in the posture of your blows you get in notes. But for your words, you rob the highways and leave them honeyless.
Not stainless, too.
Only soundless too, for you have stolen their buzzing, Antony, and very wisely threat before you sting.
Come, the cause of our fighting makes us sweat. I draw my sword against the conspirators. Think you that these close, not until Caesar's 33 wounds be avenged.
Caesar cannot die by traditions unless thou bringest them with thee.
I hope so, but I was not born to die on Brutus's sword.
Oh, thou wert noblest of thy strain, young man, no man could die more honorably.
A peevish scorn, worthless of such honor, join with a master and reveler. Come, Antony, away!
Oh, Cassius, still defiant traitors, hurl me your teeth. If you dare fight today, come to the field. If not, when you have stomachs.
Why now, blow wind, swill bill, and swim bark. The storm is up and all is on the hazard.
Hello, Julius, hark a word with you?
My lord.
Messala,
What says my general?
Messala, this is my birthday. On this very day was Cassius born. Give me thy hand, Messala. Be thou my witness that against all will, as Pompey was, and my battalion set upon one battle all our liberties.
Believe not so.
I don't believe it partly, for I am fresh of spirit to resolve all perils very constantly.
Even so, Julius.
Now, most noble Brutus, if we are to lose this battle, you are content to be led in triumph to the streets of Rome?
No, Cassius, no, but if today must end the eyes of March begin. And whether we shall meet again, I know not. Forever and forever, farewell, Cassius. If we do meet again, all we shall smile. If not, then this parting will smile my
Forever, farewell, Brutus. If we are to meet again, we will smile indeed. If not, 'tis this parting is well made.
Ride, Messala, ride, and get these notes into the rangers on the other side. Let them set out at once, for I succeed. But a cold demeanor Octavius' wing. Ride, Messala, ride, let them all come down.
Oh, look, Antonius, look, the villain fly. Myself had the minor enemy. The insane Hermon was turning back, so I slew the coward who did take it from him.
Oh, Cassius, Brutus gave the word too early, who, having some advantage on Octavius, took it too eagerly. His soldiers felt his blow while destroyed by Antony all enclosed. Fly further off, my lord, fly further off. Mark Antony is in your tents, my lord.
This hill is far enough. Look, Antonius, are those my tents where I perceive the fire?
They are, my lord.
Antonius, as thou lovest me, mount thou my horse and tie thy spurs in him. And here again I may rest assured, whether you on troops or friend or enemy. I will be here again. Go, Pandaris, get higher in that hill. My side was ever thick regarding Antonius. Tell me what thou knowest about the field. This day I read this first time come around. Time has come around. And where I do begin, there shall I end. My life is run its compass. Sir Brock, what news?
Oh, my lord.
What news?
Titinius is enclosed round about with horsemen that make him on the spur. Yet he spurs on. Now they are almost on him. Now, Titinius, now some light. Oh, he likes it. He's ta'en, and hark, they shout for joy.
Come down, behold no more. Oh, coward am I, I live so long to see my best friend hanging before my face. Come hither, Sirrah, and pardon thee, did I take thee prisoner, and I swore thee saving of thy life, that whatsoever I did bid thee do, thou shouldst attempt it. Come now, keep thine oath, and with this good sword that ran to Caesar's brow, search this bosom, and stand fast. Here, take thou the hip. So when my face is covered, as is now, guide thou the sword. O Caesar, thou art revenged, even with the sword that killed thee.
So I am free and not so to been. Durst have done my will. O Cassius, far from this country the door shall run, where no Roman shall take note of him. is but change continues, for Octavius is overthrown by the noble Brutus's power, as Cassius's legions are by Antony.
These tidings will come for Cassius.
Where did you leave him?
All disconsolate with Pedorus' vomit on this hill.
Is not that he who lies upon the ground?
He lies not like the living. Oh, my heart.
Is not that he?
No, this was he who saw it, but Cassius was no more. O setting sun, as in thy red rays thou doest see tonight, so in his red blood Cassius is there set, the son of Romus, our day is gone. Clouds dew and maidens stuff,
Mistrust of good success hath done us deed. Oh, hateful error, melancholy child, why dost thou show the apt thoughts of men, the things that are not?
What? Pandarus, where art thou, Pandarus?
She continues, willest I go meet the noble Brutus, thrusting this report, I may say thrusting it, for piercing steel and venoms are open to the ears of Brutus.
How you missaw it, I will seek Pandarus the while. Why didst send me forth, brave Cassius? Did I not meet thy friends? And did not they put on thy brows this wreath of victory, and bid me give it thee? Didst thou not hear their shouts? Alas, thou hast misconstrued everything. But behold thee, take this garland on thy brow. Thy Brutus, bid me give it thee, and I will do his bidding. Brutus, come apace, and see how I regard Caius Cassius. By your leave, gods, this is a Roman's heart. Come, Cassius, and sort of find continues his heart.
Where we saw Adolphus' body lie?
Low yonder, Titinius is mourning at it.
Titinius' face is upward. He's slain. Oh, Julius Caesar, thou art not yet. Thy spirit walks abroad and returns our sword in the open open intervals.
Look, where we have crowned dead Cassius.
But yet to Romans living such as these, the last of all these Romans are fairly well. Friends, over tears of the necessities of pay. I shall find time, Cassius. I shall find time. Yeah, cut your nose. Yeah, pull up your heads.
Look fast to the mouth. Who goes me? I will proclaim my name about the field. I am the son of Marcus Caro, a foe to triumphs of my country's friend. I am the son of Marcus Caro.
And I am Brutus, Marcus Brutus I. Brutus, my country's friend, know me for Brutus. Oh, young noble Cato, art thou now? Why, now you diest as bravely as Titinius, and mayest be honored being Cato's son.
Yield or thou diest.
Only I yield to die. There is so much that will kill me straight. Kill Brutus and be honored in his death.
We must not, noble prisoner.
Ho, tell Antony that Brutus is taken.
I'll tell the news. Here comes the general. Brutus is tame. Brutus is tame, my lord.
Where is he? Safe, Antony. Brutus is safe enough. I dare assure thee that no enemy shall ever take alive the noble Brutus.
This is not Brutus' friends, but I assure you, a prize no less than worth. Keep this man safe. I'd rather have men my friends than enemies. Go on and see where Brutus be alive or dead, and bring us word on to Octavius' tent how everything is chanced.
Come for remains of friends. Rest on this rock.
Titilius showed the torchlight, but I know what he carried on that. He was what tired nursing.
Sit down, Cletus. Slaying is a word, is a deed of passion. Hark me, Cletus.
When I reward not for all the world,
Peace than no words.
I'd rather kill myself.
Hark thee, Dardanius.
Shall I do such a deed? Oh, Dardanius!
Oh, Cletus.
Whatever requested Brutus makes today. To kill him, look, he meditates. A noble vessel full of drink that runs into all time.
Come hither, Volumnius. List the word. What says my lord? Why, this, Volumnius. Julius Caesar hath appeared to me 2 several times by line. Once at Sardis was, and this last night here in the Philippi fields. I know my hour is come. Not so, my lord. Nay, I'm sure it is, Volumnius. Thou seest the world go, Volumnius, how it goes. Our enemies have beat us to the pit. It is more worthy to leap in ourselves than tar until they push us, Volumnius. Thou knowest that we two went to school together. For our love were all up with thee. What sort thy soul goes around it? That's not an office for a friend, my lord.
Fly, my lord, there's that terror in the air.
Farewell to you, and you, Glorious. Sir, hast been all this while asleep. Farewell to thee too, Strata. Countrymen, my heart doth run its course.
And yet in all my life I found no man that was true to me. I shall not find the glory that is losing day. Born Octavius and Mark Antony, by this vile conquest shall attain unto. But very well outwards, for Bruce's tongue hath almost ended his life's history. Night hangs upon my eyes, my bones oppressed. Now I've labored to attain this hour. Fly, my lord, fly. Hence, young Strato, I prithee. Thou art the noblest of thy strength, O men. Thou stay by thy arm. Thou art a fellow of giver's death. Thy life hast magic honor in it. Hold then my sword and turn wide thy face. Whilst I run it, wilt thou, Strato? Give me your hand first, fare you well, my lord. Farewell, good Strato. I killed thee, with half so good a will.
What man is that? My master's man. Where is thy master?
Free from the bondage you were in from the Sala, the conquerors came made by fire. For Brutus only overcame himself, and no man else hath honor by his death.
So Brutus should be found. I thank thee, Brutus, that thou hast proved Lucilius to say true. All that serve Brutus, I will entertain them. Fellow, wilt thou bestow thy time with me?
If Messala refer me to you.
Do so, good Messala. What happened to thy master?
I held the sword and he had drawn on it.
Octavius, then take him to follow thee, that did the latest service to my master. This was the noblest woman of all the conspirators say both he and good to all made one of them. He only in a general honest sought, and common good to all made one of them. His life was gentle, and the elements so mixed in him that nature might stand up and say to all the world, this was a man. According to his virtue, let us use him, with all respect and rights of burial. Within my tent, his bones shall lie tonight, most like a soldier ordered honorably. So call the field to rest, and let's away to part these glory and have this happy day.
I think that they are just so relieved to be finished with all of the memorizing. They have worked so hard and they have memorized so much in language that they're not used to speaking on a daily basis. But they've worked so hard to accomplish this under the great direction of Mrs. Johnston and Deacon Roche. Mrs. Johnston, we heard you looking or saw you looking at Deacon's bottle of wine last time. So give her flowers and you wine. We got you each a bottle of wine. The first year to try something like this, a theater guild and an opportunity for the kids to learn and memorize and present. And we are continuing to work towards making this even richer and better, and have actually a workshop for teachers and students coming up in April to continue to work and develop directing and acting for everyone. And so we're excited about that. And hopefully next year we'll bring to you 2 more productions of just wonder.
We're looking at Shakespeare's comedy. We've had a lot of tragedy with Julius Caesar and then the Arrestia trilogy for those who came in fall. So we're looking at possibly doing Midsummer Night's Dream. So we're gonna see how we can edit that down and make that work for everybody.
And then in the spring, we will do
The Passion.
the Passion of the Christ, and we'll do it like a shadow Stations of the Cross.
Yeah.
So that's the plan for next year.
So along with the tragedy,